Okay, so we finished the asanas. We were doing now what's called Yoga Nidra. Yoga Nidra, this exercise is very powerful and especially done after you've done your asanas or exercises. So as I went through, there are 10 different types of breathing. First one is called prana itself. So you deep breathe inspiration, visualize what happens, how oxygenation happens. Second is called apran. So as you breathe in now, this time you take your attention to your belly button area and you exhale. So exhalation, concentration, exhalation. Press your belly button, air comes out. The reverse process happens. Blood from the toes to the head comes to the heart, goes to the lungs. Reverse cycle, carbon dioxide and other gases are pushed out. So, but visualizing, you need to be able to see what's happening subconsciously beyond your conscious mind because the efficiency increases. So, as you can understand, oxygen 2 atoms, carbon dioxide 3 atoms. At atomic level, the amount of energy that you're pushing out is more than the coming in. So that's how you can actually regulate your weight. So breath is very helpful in terms of actually regulating your breath. Either you want to pick up weight or reduce weight or keep a weight static. If you learn how to concentrate on your breath, apart from having effect on metabolism, which is the third prana we'll talk about now, this cycle of inhalation, exhalation also is removing or moving atoms in your body. Breathe again, deep breath, follow the breath. Second, pran, apan. The third is called saman. Saman breath, you concentrate just above your belly button. In the middle, there is a center called your metabolic center of saman, which is reflective of the sun. So sun, as the energy source, keeps these planets, 9 of our planets alive. In your body, there is a sun representation within metabolic center. There is hydrochloric acid secreted. There is digestive processes happening in your body. It keeps your metabolism alive. It gives you energy. So as long as you are warm, you are alive. When you are cold, you are done almost. That part of the breath is regulated by a third prana called saman. And that gives you the brightness of your face, your energy inside you. So again, take your deep breath through your nostrils, deep breath, follow it from the first, second, third. The fourth one is called udan. Bring your attention to the heart. Now, the fourth prana or the breath subtype is regulates your fluid in your body. So, heart has 4 chambers, pumps the blood. Watch it with your inner third eye. It's your body. You should know the physiology. You should know the chemical reactions. You should know the biological and magnetic functions of your body to be more effective and more balanced in yourself and you increase your output. You need to know your body. There is nothing magic outside. Okay. There is no God as a person or something blesses you, anything. No. You've been given the body, the power is in this body. The more you know how to utilize this body, the more you get blessed. All those who make these rules or religions of being scared of person somewhere, this is all false. It's controlling the human population. Power is within you. So everything, even if you want to accept God, then that power of God is within you too. That is what it is. Nothing is outside. If there is a person or energy that runs the entire universe, that's Earth is like a dust particle in context of creation anyway. There's no time to be here or doing things. It's huge, humongous, the universe. But every person, every human being of that species has advanced level, as I said, the what we have is called evolution. We can evolve ourselves. While other species, they are programmed. They can only do a little bit of what they are born with. But human species is the only potential in them to grow. So the more you actually tap into inside you, the more you are likely. So that the heart that functions, the blood flows, with that the fluidity of you is the electromagnetic frequencies of your body which communicates outside because you require fluid. So 70% of your body is fluid, while Earth is surrounded by ocean, 70%. There's a moisture outside. There's electrical conduction, ionosphere in the atmosphere. The whole communication language of the universe is in electromagnetic frequencies, not in this words or text or things. This is limited component, only little bit that we have to feel the presence of the physical being. But beyond that, your subtle mind, the subconscious mind, that you want to feel is actually done at an electromagnetic frequency level. So for that, the fluidity of your body is very important. So make sure you drink, say, 20 glasses of water a day to have enough. And don't add water things in water. There's no need to make it color, make it this or that, coke, whatever. There's no point. It just you need water, and nothing better has been created so far in terms of drink if you compare it to water. So breathe again deeply. Deep breath. Follow again through your nostril, through your chest, to your belly button, up, and then to the heart. Now come right to the top. Your throat, right to the top of your head. The fifth prana is called Vyam. Vyam is this energy from your heart, 1.5 meter to the right, to the left, 3 meters. This is called a personal space. You feel it without anybody telling you that you wouldn't want anyone to come that close to you because there's an energy around you. So that fifth Vyan, Pran is the energy around, surrounding with you. So how can you actually tap into or utilize this energy as you communicate, which communicates with your body and externally? So people who are more aware of it, they can relate to other human beings. They can read their mind or they can understand what they're going to say or not because you are aware of this energy. And if you keep developing it, can communicate with other animals, even plants and other species and beyond. That this is what the capability of the human body is, and this is to the pranic system. So there's 205 bones, tendons, muscles, your biological functions, your chemical functions, your atomic, subatomic level, and then magnetic function within the body. You need to be able to go deep to that level of magnetism. And if you can touch that component, then you become very powerful. You can acquire lots of powers like remote viewing, remote listening, remote healing, lots of things you can do. But you need to develop yourself to be there. But knowledge is very important. I'm sharing the knowledge so that you are aware, because once you are aware, then you can do something about yourself. Otherwise, if you just follow this basic level of living, and your life will be, yeah, you live your life, but what have you achieved? Seriously, nothing much. In the first 30 years of life, whatever we achieve, we live by that. And most of the time, it's only to bring bread and butter and shelter for yourself, nothing more. If you don't recalibrate yourself after 30 years of your life and reprogram yourself to achieve more in life, you are just living that first 30 years of your life forever. And that is actually programmed by the prevailing culture of the time that you live in anywhere. So you are very disadvantaged in your life if you're not ready to actually keep reprogramming yourself, because to go to the depth of achieving what you want in life requires actually quite deep uh, intuition. Okay, so now there are 5 other pranas called Nag, Kurma, Karikal, Devda, Dhananjay. And they are to do with your peristalsis, the birth process, the hiccups that we go, eyelid movement, and other internal energy functions which leads for intuition to yourself. Okay, so there's not much time. I can't go deep in each of them. So breathe again deeply. Now, the second essential component of your living life, apart from breath, is food and drinks. Okay, again, 10% is in your control, like your breath. 90% is subconscious. So yoga teaches you to go into your subconscious. So what's your control of food? What you bring into your mouth is your control. For that, you've been given neurons or intelligence. So with that, you should know what is your structure of your body. This is not about any religion or ideology or anything. What is your intestinal type? What is your mouth type? What your teeth system is? What type of food this body requires is a basic need of a human being to understand. What should you eat? And because you are a human being, You need to be able to understand what are you doing to the climate. Are you ethical? Are you compassionate? What are you doing? At the moment in the world, more than 18 billion animals are killed in a day just to feed people. So apart from ethical and moral issues, what it does to the climate, you requires lots of space for animals to grow, while it requires much lesser space for vegetable, fruits, and other things. So you have to be mindful of what you do. Closing your eyes and going to Coles or Woolies and don't not watching a butchering place how animals are killed doesn't remove your responsibility of your life. So you should know this much as a human being. Nicely colored plastic wrap, coloring added, or perfumes or made something into doesn't take away the fact of something is not right. Yeah? So then the other control of you is what you put in your mouth is how you chew, because there are 32 teeth. You need to chew the food. If you're not chewing and gulping, then you are really doing a very big disservice to the body, the intestinal system. So colored fruits, vegetables, and stuff have huge impact when you chew in the mouth. They have direct impact on your heart rate, your blood pressure. Say beetroot, kiwi fruit, different colored fruits, carrots, they have direct conversion in the mouth from nitrates to nitrate, which regulates your heart rate, your blood pressure, your brain functions, your neuronal functions. So you need to chew and you need to understand your intestines. It's very long, 8 meters small bowel, 2 meters large bowel, 40 centimeters esophagus. When an intestine is too long, it doesn't suit meat eating because meat eating animals have a small intestine. The meat part needs to come out quickly. So part of the problem of humans is because we have a long intestine, when they eat meat-based thing, it stays too long in the system, which is not supposed to do. And the chemical reaction, conversions happens, different forms. And it's not surprising that colon cancer, intestinal cancer is the commonest cancer in that, background of people if they eat that type of food. So refined food, heated foods, all these foods actually are very negative for the growth of microbiome or bacterial population in your tummy. We have 38 trillion bacteria around that much. Most of it's removed by eating acid foods, soda drinks, alcohol, all these things, they kill them. All these foods, fast foods that we have, they're not conducive for the bacterial growth. So that's why fruits, vegetables, different types of seasonal fruits and vegetables, and then you need to know, don't combine them or make them in smoothies and juices. Then the power of it goes away. So the bacteria feeds on that. So bacterial population regulates your immune system in your tummy. Your tummy has 70% of the immune system. So if your immune system is not balanced, which is done by this bacteria, then you're more likely to get different types of diseases, including cancer. Or if your intestines is damaged by, say, taking too much, wrong type of foods, alcohol and smoking and meat-based things, you are damaging your intestines, so your immune system becomes hyperactive. So idiopathic diseases like lung disease, like kidney disease, or thyroiditis, your brain disease, other things are happening as well. So you can hyperactive immune system is not good as well. And then immune system goes low, then understand other metabolic diseases, fat, sugar things, liver disease, diabetes, stroke, heart attacks, and cancers happen. So it's not about any kind of specific ideology, anything. It's just about your system and what is meant to take it and what it does to your physiology. You need to understand. Now bring your attention to the fourth component of your body is the kidney or excretory system. Almost 90% of is also subconscious. So keep your third eye, the bean-shaped structure called kidney. It overworks over time. If you put wrong type of food, a lot of protein-based food, a lot of meat-based food. You're not drinking enough water to flush your systems. You converting the natural state of food into different forms. Say for example, you make smoothies of different types of vegetables, spinach, and them. They convert into calcium oxalate crystals. So you need to be able to eat food in whole some manner in the right way as well. So your bladder, urethric system. Okay, now take your attention to the tips of your fingers. Move up the wrist, your elbow, your shoulders, back of your neck. Follow down the vertebral column all the way back of your bum, thighs, knee, calf, soles of your feet come up in the front, your ankle joints, your calf, your knee. This is your body. You need to be mindful. You need to know your body, follow them, look at them from inside, because the 100 trillion cells that inside, they also want communication from you. But your ego, yourself, your external senses keep you away. You are looking outside, but you're not looking inside. But these cells in your body, they need your attention. They become more receptive. So your thigh, your pelvic bone, come back to where we started, your spinal column. From the base, the energy centers, subtle energy formations. From the left side is called Ida, right side called Pingala. Positioning of moon, effect of hormones on your body. Positioning of sun, impact on endocrine organs, the pituitary gland. Your vasopressin, antidiuretic hormone. Blood vessel dilatation improves your blood flow, oxygenation. So if you follow the cycle of what time to sleep and wake up, because earth is spinning, you can't stop that part. But what you need to do is follow the rules of, so the hormones are secreted in that circadian rhythm. Growth hormone, thyroid hormone, ovarian hormone, adrenal hormone, all these hormones. Without that, you can't live. And it is directly related to the earth orbiting the sun. And your pineal gland, which is just at the base, it has a connection to the metaphysical or the universal power that you have in the good hormones like endorphin, serotonin, oxytocin, dopamine. All these things are secreted by these activities. Thyroid, parathyroid, bone marrow, your stem cell. 25% of reserve is of every single organ in the body has reserves in our cell, including our neuronal cell, including our heart cell, kidney, liver, everything can be you can regenerate them. But you need to know how to tap into the stem cells. Otherwise, if you live on this what's called the fight, fright, flight, adrenal hyperactive response, you'll destroy your body, and that's what's happening to most of the people in the world, because they are living in this state of actually high cortisol, high, without really managing their stress because of the adrenal function. So yoga, what it does, it does the reverse. It's called vasovagal stimulation. Your vagus nerve is in the brain, it's limited, connected to your eyes, your heart, your lungs, your digestive function. All this is connected. So if you stimulate that, obviously your outlook is better, your pupils dilated, your face, your heart, your breathing is nice, your peristalsis happens, spleen, kidney, liver, gallbladder, all these are balanced by this vasovagal stimulation. And there are very few ways of stimulating. Yoga system is one way it does. So that's how it's very helpful to the physiology of your body. Now, bring your attention with your eye, look at your two eyes, two ears, two nostrils, and your tongue. These are antennas to your body. You utilize very little, but with that little, about 10-15% that you use, we are addicted to it. The expansion of it to utilize fully, we don't know even. But concentrating on each of these, your antennas or these sensual organs will increase your amount of appreciation of taste buds, listening, hearing, seeing as well. And animals are there for us to teach that, like an elephant, what it teaches, or the bird can see far away. Each of these animals are there. The dogs can smell. So this capability of human beings is to watch your nature around it, go inside yourself, you will develop. So actions, your hands, your feet, your talking, your speaking, all will develop. So breathe again deeply, deep breath. Now take your attention to the tailbone, right to the tailbone, where we started in the beginning with the exercises, Muladhara, reserve of energy. Come up. It's called Swadhisthana, the sensual pleasures and things, eating habits and other things, how you control it. If you can control the lower two, then your functional capability of I do, I can will happen. Materially, you'll be very successful. Third level is called Manipur. Then if you balance the third, then fourth level, you have compassion, humility, emotional intelligence. You are creative. You are truly compassionate rather than you are playing games and tricks. And if you do that truly, then you grow what's called Vishuddhi, your speech, your talking, your ability of brain function, neuronal function grows in terms of intelligence and communication at a different level and different planes of existence. And once you keep practicing these, and once you are so much in tune with you, you lose all the practice, then you can move from your what's called the pineal or trikuti or the where the tika is posed, the middle of the forehead. Beyond that, you'll have to lose everything that you have in yourself. Then your communication to the top of your head and beyond is just automated then. And you live in this abundance of wisdom, health, knowledge, health, and everything and anything because your existence is not anymore three-dimensional. It goes into fourth, fifth, sixth, and beyond. So that's what the capability of this body is. And it's nothing, like superstitious or anything. It's all power of this body. And that is within your physical sense. If you go into your subtle body, which is the energy part of it, you can feel, have outer body experience. You can actually feel it now. Look at yourself. From your ceiling, this is a body just lying down like a machine. Elon Musk will have his Tesla AI robots ready soon. It will do every function of you want to do. It will cook for you, wash for you, clean your house, go to the shopping, do everything for you. What are you? That's a physical part of your role is taken. Your true role as a human being is creativity. You need to go beyond this because that's your capability. So don't be anti all these things that's happening because that's the normal progression or evolution of a human being. Because AI, all these other intelligence things is a capability of human being to tap into what is the next generation of human beings would be to just become creative. Because that can't be done by machines or robots. That is only done by intellect and intelligence from which is multi-dimensional, not two, three dimensions, but beyond that. So you can keep going up at the level of the International Space Station. You can now watch or believe that Earth is spinning. A lot of people still believe the Earth is flat. So understanding that the Earth spins so fast and twists around gives you the perspective of you can't go against the nature. The time to sleep, wake up, what type of food to eat, what to do, you have no choice in it. Actually, it's a nature's rule. Or the positioning of the sun, the moon, the distance of it, the different parts of movement of Earth, and different different seasons that comes in, and different reasons and meanings to our life as well. And if you keep going beyond that, understanding the positioning of Earth within the Milky Way, it takes 250 years for Earth to make a round around within the Milky Way, called galactic or cosmic year. So we've done 25 cycles. It's about 25 more cycles are there, and then Earth will collide with what's called another universe called Andromeda, and it will be finished. But Earth and our universes or Andromeda are just one, two of hundreds of millions or trillions of actually galaxies that are in this universe or called multiverse. So the limitation is not there. Our capability of a human as part of this creation is actually really, really huge if you can understand. And that obviously is not at a physical level, it's an energy level. what's called quantum physics or quantum energy. And these are not accepted at the science level now, that dark energy is 70%, so light matter is only 17%, or dark matter is 20%. The rest is dark energy, which is field effect or quantum energy. And if you want to tap into it, you want to be part of the creative person that this human person can be, then you have to evolve yourself. Involution is taking this knowledge and practicing. Evolution is actually then feeling this energy of what you are beyond yourself and then tapping into the abundance. So this is called Yoga Nidra, going into your subconscious of yourself and understanding what this body is. And then that doesn't end at the subtle body. There's another level of yourself, what is called Atma, or the soul, or the prana. And for that, that is even beyond. When you merge into that component of the entire universe that is there, is within you, then you become completely in tune with and break the cycle of time and space, or the life cycle that it is. That you keep getting reborn at different planes of existence is not there anymore. That's for another session. Okay, so breathe deeply, breathe out, breathe in, breathe out, breathe in and out. Okay, so Yoga Nidra is active sleep. Passive sleep, everybody requires 7 to 8 hours. That's just the nature's or creator's way of giving everyone that option of healing or being creative a little bit. But most of us don't even sleep well. So you miss that even. So now once you if you learn how to do this yoga part and um, yoga nidra, you are healing your body because you're basically traveling through the different planes of brain waves, okay, in yogic nidra. And with that mindfulness of your body's physiology and magnetism, you are healing your body. In within the half an hour that we did, that will cover more than 4 hours of your sleep. So there's lots of benefits. So knowledge is power, but knowledge is useless if you don't actually put in practice or do something about it. Okay. So we did yoga nidra. Now is going into what's called breathing exercises. Okay, so probably you can understand now why you have to do it in different stages, different levels. So asanas or exercises, then yoga nidra, a bit more understanding of the process. So breathing exercises help you now refine or merge the physical aspect of you into more subtle aspect, which is your mind. So brain is your organ, mind is the thought, mind is what is happening. And thought is nothing different from you. Thought is what you are. So people say, I'll control my thought. No, you have to move beyond thought to your true self, then thought is controlled. Otherwise, if you keep separating each of your parts or aspects of your body, then you never get in control. And unfortunately, that is what ego part of us does. It keeps us in hold of us in controlling us. I say, don't do this thing. This is rubbish. This guy, whatever is teaching, or what's the point? Oh, I better sleep. And the ego it keeps. So that part of us, ego part of us, keeps holding us away from our true self. That's why most of the religious explanations are that give you this hell and heaven kind of explanation. There's nothing like that. It's all your body. But it's explanation because this component of you keeps holding you from finding your true self. But the religions have miserably failed to explain the true nature of a human being and where you can actually find. If the gold is there, it is actually to be found from inside rather than actually banging your head and doing stuff all over the places and things. It's actually so And it's no wonder most young generation wouldn't even want to believe in any of these things, which makes sense. But what their young generation is losing, they don't are getting this knowledge either. That the power is within you. Okay, so we need to be able to have the knowledge, put in yourself, share this true power that is being in a human being to your children, so that they're not lost in other stuff, which is again not very good things that are happening around you. Okay. So breathing exercise, we start with Bhastika Pranayam, which is breathing in through your nostrils, breathing out through your nostrils. So sitting straight is very important. As we talked about, your spine is the pathway of actually connection of this energy that we have right to the top. Then it opens into the universe itself with that 3 meters of energy that I said in here. It communicates. So breathe, try and do. So practice. So breathe for a while. So now you realize why doing exercises was very important, because this breathing exercises is not easy. It pulls all your muscles in your tummy, on your back, on your sides, hands, neck, all of them are being pulled. So it requires actually fitness to do it. Yeah, so try again. If you need to use your hand, you can use your hand. So hands maybe helps a little bit, but the best is to be able to sit and do it. But you have to be fit enough. See, you can't do 5 minutes. So now we think physical exercises are very tough, but breathing says, you do realize it's much, much more harder, because you need to concentrate, you need to be mindful, you need to be fit. You don't need to move your body, but you move your muscles. So it's much more harder. So people who, who won't want to do it will just dismiss it. Oh, I can breathe anywhere. Yeah, but what level up are you breathing? More than 500 milliliters of air sits within our lungs called dead space. So obviously, you are not breathing properly. There's a dead amount of air always sits. The efficiency won't be there. So this is science behind it, why and how it works. And somehow thousands of years ago, Hindus knew all these things. They wrote in books. None of this is mine. It's called Vedas. Vedas are the 4 books. It's written in them. It's all from there. Okay, so it's called Bhastika Pranayam. The next one we'll do is called uh, Agnisar. So you breathe deeply, breathe everything out, and then hold the breath. Obviously, when you breathe out, your belly button is pushed in. So you're holding it as long as you can. When you are holding it, then actively push your belly button out and in. See, this requires even more concentration and more power and energy to use your tummy muscles, because these muscles are not used. So breathe deep, Agnisar, out, push in and out. So you are holding your breath and pushing your belly button out and in. Now you fill your lungs again and then take it out all, hold it and do the same. This way, you learn how to hold your breath for a long time. Because everything in creation is what's called space. Solid matter within our body even is only 1%. Everything is space. Your blood vessels, your space, the cells. And power is within the space itself. Within the atom, electrons, protons, neutrons, there's a space when remind your physics yourself. That is where the power is. So Agnisar allows you to be in that space because you held the breath now. Everything is still. So one more time. Yeah, next one is called Ujjayi Pranayam. Ujjayi Pranayam helps you activate your immune systems, your bone marrow, your stem cells, your reaction time, your neuronal, increases the acetylcholine, the synapses, so your neuronal connections are better, you won't get dementia, Alzheimer's, and other things. Okay. There's so many benefits of doing all these things. The world today is suffering. I don't know why people don't want to actually learn something to help themselves. Forget about anyone else. They're just themselves to be better when they get older. Okay, so you concentrate on your upper chest, throat. You should breathe in like that. Feel the vibration. Now put on your chin on your chest. Do the same breathing. You further increase the positivity of whatever I was describing. Lift your neck, close your right nostril, breathe out to the left. Now, we'll do what's called Vahikumbha. So, deep breath in, Abhyantarvriti, deep in, deep out, Vahivriti, and then we'll hold the breath. When you're holding the breath, then hold all your orifices. As I say, go into this empty space. Mool Bandh, Jalandhar Mein, Udan Bandh, chin, and down, close all the sphincters basically. Hold as long as you can. When you can't hold, then breathe. Feel the breath as the power, the prana, the energy, right from the root chakra, right to the top of your head and beyond. Your communication with the power that is the eternal power beyond you. Because we are part and parcel of it. Breathe again. Abhentar, Vahi Briti, Vahi Kumbhak. No, a serpent-like energy structure, also used in, medical, our logo as well. And the DNA itself has that double helix. Okay, that component of you, like a serpent energy base at the base, move it. So you feel it when you are doing it. One more time, Abhayantribhiti, Vahibhiti, Vahikumbhak, Moolban, Jalandanban, Udanban. nor do we do